it's going to get, and I don't know what kind of messages are going to be here. But I had an idea about doing a video about anchoring, okay? And what might be the thing that keeps you in the position in your life that leaves you successful, happy, oriented in everybody's daily life too. I'm going to move closer. Is that 5 of you in chat? This is very fast. So there's a bit of review here and restock I feel that needs to happen. I quickly want to talk about the lava stone in our other day's reading. This was so pertinent as a message. It's something that can only be changed by a natural disaster, obviously. So a lot of you, and I'm getting channeled like there's a loss of fulfillment here. There maybe isn't a lot of fulfillment. Maybe you're not feeling content with just one thing. It could be a schedule here or something that hasn't amounted to something in your life, okay? Now we're going to get very real here because I feel like it's in the energy. The cards even said it. I'm going to open my past life for some generals. You know, I can't pinpoint everybody's situation. I can only sense, right? 5 of you in chat. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. How are you? Okay, so I'm going to do a split here, and while we talk real quick, I do want to mention that I saw a lot of Libra cards this morning. And I had a Scorpio reading. I had 2 this morning for some requests. So I just wanted to say, while we begin this live, it's going to be about, I'd say we'll do a 40-minute session because I feel like that will be good for you, Leaps, okay? The first card here on the split was Knighthood. This is a very Libra card. Knighthood is about a coming-of-age story. It's about being the successor in your life, being that it's also anchoring as the title. To be an anchor is to keep your position. It's to stay in line. A lot of people in your life might want to keep you in line. And I'm just doing it my intuitive session here in the beginning with you guys. Knighthood is about coming of age. It's also about realizing your power, but this happens much later on. In medieval times, you had to go to war. You had to go to battle to prove this, almost to the king and queen, right? If you guys are into medieval stuff. And so 6 of you in chat. I've never had this happen in the first like 2 minutes where a lot of you were in here. So quick rundown. And I'm sorry I keep going like this because I almost don't believe the number. The next thing, and I just want you to sit with Knighthood, we will review, and I'll give you more thoughts. There's also a maternal feeling here today. This is the mother card in this life oracle, okay? And I did promise you guys more oracle cards. This maternal person in your life, there could have been a lack of advice here or even a lack of rearing for you as a child. I feel like I'm also getting like a trauma day here. We might have to do some trauma work. As well, there's communal living. A lot of you guys that are still living with parents, or some of you here that have roommates, communal living can be roommates as well. This can be a time for you that is confusing. Maybe you want your independence more. Maybe you want to anchor yourself more, right? So this could be a conflict of personalities for some of you listening today, and I know this is at least for 2 of you. I feel like this anchoring too is very important for your soul's work, for your soul's journey. There's a bigger picture here. And maybe having all these people around you, or maybe having these influences can be a bit rough at times. So we have communal living. We have a maternal energy here for Libra today. You might be thinking more about your mother's place in your life, or it could be absence of, okay? So either or. We also have Knighthood. And this is a very Libra card. Obviously, he's there with his 1 sword. And you could be cutting cords too, Libra, along with this seeking of fulfillment. I get terms like anchor, fulfillment. And mind you, Libra, this could be either a very huge lack, or this could be something that is very personal that you don't really talk about, or you don't really say, okay? I don't know how many of you, some of you left, but it's okay. Maybe today's message wasn't for you. But for those of you that really need this, and I'm going to keep going because I do feel like for some of you, this is something that you need to hear today. We have persecution as well, and I think it says inquisition, yeah. So there's a lot of medieval flavor here today. I don't know if this is a purely medieval deck. I'm going to keep some of these cards on the table to clarify because we do have tarot, and I'm just going to take a quick. So today was a heavy day. I just want to kind of do my little diary here with you. I'm going to do some pendulum stuff too. We're going to do some really cool new things on the channel. I had a hard day with my nephew because there's a bit of a struggle with the older kid of my brothers. And he's kind of developing his own personality too right now. He's a Gemini. So we're both air, right? So air interacting with air. And you can only imagine, Leaps, how crazy this feels with a young child. And we go through a bit of a battle together. So I wanted to say this in this morning's read because I feel like some of you may have this person in your life who always combats you, right, Libra? There's always like that one person that goes against your views, your ideas, and maybe even your personal rules. And I wanted to mention my younger nephew, who's a Gemini. And with him being air and me being air and us interacting, you can only imagine how wild that can get. He's very, very voicey, likes to talk, likes to fight Tita. And so this mother card that came out, you guys, you might be thinking of your maternal person in your life, okay? So whereas I'm that for my nephew now, and I didn't grow up with a mom, which I'll get into another day, you might want to think about, how did this person influence the person that you are today? Were they very maternal to you, Libra? Were they somebody that was there for you, okay? Lava Stone, were they the constant in your life? And with Mother coming out too, and I just saw something very unique here on the table. We have Mother and we have communal living. I'm sorry, I'm like blocking the words there so you could see. We have two very housey cards, you know, about home. This could be somewhere in your heart, Libra, where maybe you've ignored or even traveled less to, okay? For some of you here, your mother is passed on. For some of you, the disconnect was the relationship with your mother. So we have maternal energy. We also have self-persecution card today. Maybe you're being too hard on yourself, Libra. I do want to discuss this, so I'm going to put this card up here. And we do have knighthood. This is a coming of age tale, all right? If you're just joining, welcome, good morning. How are you, Leaves? We have knighthood. This was the first card out. The sword struck me as something that meant cutting of cords. It also means going to battle. It also means standing up for what you believe in, and it's a coming of age story. Some of you could be reviewing your life's path. Let's get some cards for this, okay? Let's kind of go with the story today. Maybe give you food for your soul, some chicken soup for your soul. I'm going to get one more oracle, Libra. Welcome to chat, the two of you. I welcome you, and just open your mind today is all I ask, whatever position you're in today. We have scribe or writer, which means, Libra, you could be writing your thoughts a little bit more. These days, you could be seeing them in poetic form. You could also be talking to yourself late at night, having these internal conversations that are much needed. And we also have health. Maybe some of you are worried about an area of your personal health and your well-being, and this goes through the gamut, Libra. This is mental health. This is also physical health, and this can also be something very private that you don't tell people, okay? I know for me, it's ulcerative colitis. It's something that I can't really tell everybody about because nobody understands. So it's hard to explain, and I really don't choose to go there with the public because the pains are so unique and not everybody knows what UC is. Like, nobody's really educated on it. So I want you to go there and maybe feel what is that area in your life where you're not really speaking about or you're not very open with. For those of you that are just joining, we're going to do pendulum swinging on the tarot. I wanted to include something fun and something you guys haven't really seen before. I know, like, Christina from Sassy Scorpion Tarot does the pendulum thing. So I was going to do that with my little Givenchy thingy. I don't have the actual tarot pendulum, but this acts, it's very similar. And even the way it sways is very similar. So knighthood. Some of you guys also want to go and anchor. You want to position yourself somewhere safe. And security is something that's big too, Libra, about the word anchoring. You know, when I looked up the definition of it, it just means to position yourself in a place that is admirable, that is a place that you're comfortable with. And some of you are not being provided that in your environment. And that does take some thought, and it does take some planning sometimes to position yourself well. Okay, so let's get, shall we do light activation? Shall we do Kyle Gray? Like this video if you like the KG deck. I know you do, so stop lying. No, I'm going to just quickly face some cards up and then we'll get your light activation today, Libra. Anchoring as the first few cards. We also had knighthood, and we had self-persecution, meaning you're too hard on yourself. You need to chime it back. You need to relax. And you also need to restock. Take restock, Libra. This is the time to be very liberal with the soul and ask yourself what you do and you don't need, okay? And sorry for the dimness in here. I wanted to put on lights, but it's very, very, very dark in this corner that I've chosen to be in. So apologies if you can't really see me today, but no need. All right, Libra, what's the message? Let's get something creamy and juicy. Libra, sun and rising for August 11. Oh, a twin flame number. Huh. 811. So we have 2 1s today. Some of you could have love on the mind. I do use dates as cues, you guys. I do. I think some of the numbers sometimes tell how you're even going to feel that day. And you guys might want to try that because it's a little eerie. All right. I've been told to stop internally. All right, Libra. We had higher art activation. This was in our rose-colored glasses video. I'm going to go ahead and skip, okay, because I feel like there's something more here. I'm going to keep going at the bottom of the deck. Ancestral realm. We've had this card yesteryears before, but maybe it's coming back to remind us, Libra, of a message that is needing rehearing, okay? I hear, say it again, tell them again. Karmic release, healing the lineage, and there's boundaries. Maybe you need to go back, Libra, and redefine the boundaries today, or maybe they need to be redone completely, okay? Reminder. With this ancestral realm card, the reason why it's attached to your ancestors, the reason why you see Stonehenge here in the photo in England, is that sometimes the boundaries in the past were not set, okay, properly by your ancestors or whoever came before you, especially here if your parentals are also passed on. This is a big message. They didn't get to correct errors in the family line. So you were left with it, obviously, by chance, also by circumstance. And if there's a male here watching, I kind of feel like your parents, if they're passed on, I feel like if you're a male here, that you feel like it's almost a burden, whatever this was left with you. If you're a female here, you have more of a modern day burden. Does that make sense to some of you in chat? It's like you're left with what a female has to deal with in 2022, okay? For some of you males, it's way more ancestral, like this is some addiction or this is some sort of illness that the family has sort of had to come to terms with. But as a female watching here, I feel like you deal with modern day stresses, okay? And stress is a killer, you guys. Stress will kill. And I know you know that, Libra. I know you know that. So ancestral realm here for Kyle Gray. I'm going to keep going and see if we get a card we've never gotten before, okay? I'm just going to keep going here because the message is at the bottom of the deck. We have the central sun. We have a June bug or a beetle. It looks more like a Egyptian beetle. He is wearing something. You know, this is a very strange card. It's almost like there's a garb on the beetle. Yeah, check it out. It's very, very yellow in person. This one we'll read today. It says abundance downloads. Usually it'll just say downloads are being received. Regeneration, success granted. So let's read this one. Okay, Libra, and we'll get more oracle too. I'm not ending it there. This one's a 40-minute live today. All right, the central sun anchoring Libra. Also boundaries and limitations. Give me a second, my Libra. Sun, moon, rising. The central sun. I feel like there's going to be a key here. I do. I get these weird feelings in my belly sometimes. Where are you? Not in the table of contents. Good morning, 4 of you or 5 of you. I cannot see. Just wait for me, Leaps. I don't know where the central sun is. I'm going alphabetical, but maybe it's just central sun. Give me a secundo. There we go. 52. So Libra, I told you out of Kyle Gray because our channel's named Libra Light. It's ours. I kind of feel like his page numbers also give divination codes. So 5 and 2 makes a 7. Some of you are born on October 7, or your birthday could be September 27. So just pay attention to the page numbers, especially what the message says too, because I feel like he sort of does things like that, Kyle Gray. He sort of even gives lucky numbers that I've utilized in my day. Okay, 52. You're like, it's just a page number. Okay, the central sun. I'm going to hold it up and you just look, okay? The central sun, abundance downloads are being given to our dear Libra. Our sun is the center of our solar system. Solar being the key word here. All the planets do orbit around it, obviously. We use this journey to measure time, space, and our birthdays, it says here. The sun helps us connect with our journey and see how far we've come overall. It is just enough to create a perfect condition on Earth to become abundant with life. In ancient Greece, the sun was known as Helios. In ancient Egypt, it was Ra. Worldwide, the ancients knew the importance of the sun. Earliest sky gazers worshipped it because daily it would appear over the horizon, leaving the darkness and the mystery of our nights. It was clear that it had governed over our life and light, so we learned early on that the sun was needed for revival and survival. The sun may seem to you like a symbol of thriving, Libra. The sun, therefore, is a vital, energetic vortex in the physical realm that we can see, but we cannot touch. On a spiritual level, to those who are in the divine arts, it is a portal of divine light that we connect through the inner universe. It provides food and resource. It's a spiritual gateway representing the center of the multiverse. Haha. A sacred energetic portal that radiates infinite inspirational flight. Libra, the 5 in chat. How many of you look at the sun daily and you just ignore it? I know I do. Not on my hikes, but the hikes, it's extremely beautiful. I just want to share this real quick. The sun is a source, correct? So it is something that gives us life, also grows food, provides our plant with continual growth on Earth. Also, there's a coexisting thing that's going on here. You might even now think of love. We cannot have our ocean and we cannot have our plants without the sun. It is something that is a driving force. For some of you guys, you have been the sun in somebody's life. For some of you, you're looking for sun. I do think that we were meant to see this card today. I did get a tickle in my belly. I think a lot of you guys are weirded out with the beetle wearing a little bit of garb there, but we'll figure out as we read more here. I'm going to go ahead because this is a long prompt for the sun. Visualize yourself diving within until you find yourself arriving at a sun point. Libra, the galaxy is of your every being. Invite yourself to encode the frequency with the regeneration energy. A lot of you guys here, Libras love to be active. They love to work out. If you're not a Libra here who doesn't love to run, you do take walks or you just like your little nature hikes. For some of you, you might have even been revived by the sun's energy a good, beautiful morning. You know, you go to work, you're driving, you see things in the background. Either some of you see flat land. Good morning, my Mari. Good morning, baby. And for all of you guys that are here too, good morning. I wanted to officially welcome you in today. A lot of this today, Libra, it goes with like the theme of the title. You just want to be anchored. The sun is a stable point, as it said in the prompt. I'm going to continue because there's more here. The great central sun is shining brightly in your life and upon your world when you receive this card. It is a time of regeneration, regeneration, regeneration. There's no room for tiredness. If you are tired here, Libra, like 4 of Swords energy, you need to go relax. This old energy, when you see this card, is being washed away as time implements itself. You are feeling now the peeling off of layers. It might even reveal a secret or two, as this is a sacred place on Earth. You are aligning. This is an exciting time. Okay, I want to see if there's a page 2. Oh, there's more. Libra, stay with me. 7 in chat. There's more. Central sun energy is magnetic and all-powerful. It opens you up to light and supports you. Wow, that stood out to me, the support word. Express your own light in this lifetime. You are responsible for your own new ideas, opportunities, and experiences, even with the human race. They come easily to you when you are open like the sun. The kissing rays are perfectly ripe And the seeds that you have planted are being encouraged to grow now. Realize that in order to go beyond your horizon, sorry guys, it's dark in here. It's important for you to welcome energies and exchanges, Libra, exchanges. I feel like these people are coming to you too. If you're losing hope and you haven't seen them, I feel like this is even new friendships, okay, Leaps? The 9 of you in chat. I do think that you have to invest your energy in a stable. Good morning, Johnny the Karna. Thank you. Good morning to you as well, my dear. Good morning, Mari and Johnny and everybody here. We are talking, just a quick recap, because you guys always come in at the same time for the lives, and I just want to make sure you have all the messages. We got the Central Sun card with a funny looking beetle. He has a little robe that's blue. I'm going to do it again so you can see. Okay. It's about a stable point. And what's funny is channeled to me this morning was the word anchoring. We talked about anchoring being the position, Libra, that you want to hold. This was in the very beginning. You missed a really good part if you weren't here. But you can always rewind. The Central Sun is about that inspiration. Some of you guys are just looking for something to re-inspire you, or you've lost hope, or there's been a really dark path for many, many months. If this is not you and you've been the sun, this message isn't for you. But if you have had complications, Libra, the sun is a source that provides food. It provides shelter for many of us. Also, it has a co-tendency to be with the ocean and work cohesively in our environment on our earth. So I think today, some of you, I do feel grounding energy, and I don't want to keep saying ground, 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 but it's super important. It is a great resetter. If you guys can sit outside in the sun with a book, and there was a beautiful prompt. I wish I could have reread it for those of you that missed it. But we do have sun energy, and this is the equivalent. Got a call. This is the equivalent today of the sun card for you, Libra. Okay? This would be in general tarot as if the sun came out. And so for this anchoring, this could be in love. You could feel like you want to reposition yourself to find somebody. Or if you're coupled on this channel, because everyone's like, please mention those of us that are in a relationship, and I will. For those of you that have someone, it's about really taking into account how special they are. Maybe Libra, sometimes you've lacked showing your appreciation. Maybe sometimes they do provide this to you. They are the sun every day. They give you hope. And maybe it's just, it takes another date day, or it takes telling them how much you love them. For those of you that struggle in your daily life because of responsibility, this is where I want to go, okay? If you have lots of responsibility, you have to be the person that's always contacted, Libra. Everybody relies on you. That's you here today. I feel like with this showing up, and even the Ancestor realm card that we just got, let me see if I could pull it up, because we also had a little bit of a talk with the Libras in chat about the ancestor. I lost it. It was the Ancestral realm card in Kyle Grace. It has Stonehenge as the picture. With those two, they're very much about family and home and being the breadwinner at home. It's also about being the stable one at home. Some of you guys are mommies and daddies. Some of you need love of your own, and you do need support, especially if you are single here and you're struggling. You need to hear it. People need to tell you that they're there for you. And we live in a society now where nobody says their feelings. Am I right? So it's very hard for someone to come up and say, do you need help? Or do you need support today? And after COVID, I feel like COVID-19, that happening, made us become reliant on other people again. In the 90s, there was this fresh kindness, and we spoke to each other with respect, even in the 80s. But as the 2000s rolled, I felt like everything gained so much superficiality. So many people in the metaverse, so many people getting lost out there in their avatars. And so that I feel like somebody needs to say this today, because at the end of the day, when the doors close at night, you still have issues that you're battling, right? No emotion of caring. Correct. I love how you said that. So it's so perfect and short. You know what I mean? Like, you didn't have to say a lot there, Mari. And I feel like even your friends, like people who you call your friends, they don't tell you how much they love you, okay? So maybe, Libra, you're the Central Sun. Some of you could be this, or you're seeking it, okay? So there's a two-thing question today. Are you the sun in your own life? Are you providing that for yourself? Are you your own resource? Or are you seeking that in something? And is the person truly worth it here? Can you anchor alone, okay, and live in your true beauty? Big, big message, because sometimes you don't even need somebody, all right? We're gonna keep going here with, let's do tarot with the muse today, you guys. Let's do a little tarot therapy. Let's do a love read real quick. Love is always popular on this channel. It's never lifestyle. I ask some of the viewers, I'm like, do you guys want a life read? And they're like, love, love, we're Libras. So let's get it, Libra. I'm going to do a 3-card split here. We're going to get a top card, and I think I'll draw some more, a little bit more of that, the deck that I brought back, this one, the gold deck with the knight on it. All right. Libra, sun, moon, rising, what's in the flavor today for them? Singles and couples watching right now. Top of the hour, 5 in chat. Thank you guys so much for joining me this morning. Today was anchoring, about being the anchor and the safe haven and the strong structure in your life. It is about structure. And we heavily need to hear that. Even us uncoupled ones, you know? Thank you, Spirit. Woo, flipper. Scorpio energy, main card today. Let's get it, Libra. Yes. Thank you, Mari. And you guys, I wanted to say, with this being the, this is Queen of Cups. It says Queen of Emotions here. A lot of you, I think, have been, in the last few days, have been thinking hard about circumstances dealing with love. It's not so much outcome, and maybe it's not so much the person. I think you're thinking about, how is it going to look if I even fall in love? Or here, if you're coupled, how is it going to look if I stay in this love? So it's a lot of questions. I hear someone like almost posing different types of questions to themselves. You could be dating a Scorpio, or you could have history with one, or you could even be Libra with Scorpio cusping action here today. Okay, like being born on October 21 or 22. So with this being Scorpio, you guys, and I've done a little research on Queen of Cups, okay? She does have a little Queen of Swords in her as well. With this being your header card for today, I do think that there's elements of them when they get sad, and this is Scorpio's card, so we're not talking about Libra right now. With Scorpio, they tend to be a little sneaky with their feelings, okay? And I'm not talking about this with my bad experience with Scorpios, but I did a little backstory research on the Queen of Cups. And I want to show you the way that the muse depicts her. She's very, very beautiful in this card. She's underwater, obviously, lots of feelings, lots of crying, perhaps. She has this beautiful ornate display on the crown. And Libra, that was the energy this week. We were supposed to, if you hadn't already activated your crown, you could do this via grounding or reading. You could do this listening to more tarot. You could also do this doing a reading on yourself. But this is a woman who has lived many, many lifetimes. Excuse me there. Being that I said many lifetimes, look at the oracle that we got this morning. This is knighthood. This is about going to battle, earning your stars. For some of you gentlemen here watching, this is about being a Libra, but you almost had to prove it. It was a very long journey of proving yourself, okay? A lot of you are doing that restock energy with the Scorpio card of Queen of Cups today. There's a lot of restock. There's a lot of reminiscing on the wars as well. And I sometimes think here, Libra, you almost doubt that you even won. It's like, I took so many losses. I don't even know if I won them all. Okay, and some of you did take losses here, extremely so. Scorpio card in your emotions, okay? And it's okay if you're this Libra here today who's been in your Queen of Cups, go there. Sometimes it's good to have that good cry. Sometimes it's good to even be out in the sun and go cry there, right? Because we got the sun card today. Generally too, if you've been in your emotions or something happened here recently, for some of you coupled Libras, if there's been a fight, like there was an argument in the recent days, or for some of you singles, you're arguing with someone new here. I just want to put this out here because it's food for the soul. Some of you guys, it's okay to, you know, it's funny that you say that, Mari, because I get in that attitude too. I'm going to be completely frank with you guys. I get in that same feeling and emotion. The Queen of Cups is also, you know, when you travel back in the past, you are so filled up with it that all you can do is cry. The overflowing leads you to the good cry, okay? And I read somewhere that when you have this good cry, it emits a feeling, a vibration in your body, which is needed in order to press forward. It's a natural survival thing when we cry. We were made to cry, obviously, in our biological sense. So today, Libra, some of the Scorpio action could be with you. And it's not a negative card. The Queen of Cups is very, very full of nurturing, sensitivity. There's a beauty to the Queen of Cups. And I feel like it's gotten a negative stigma over the last few years. Let's keep going. Let's keep the momentum. Today, August 11 for Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. What's more in this story for our masculines and feminines watching? And guess what, Mari? You said you never win, but I think it's because we're so used to counting losses in life. There's a lot of that, especially when we've seen more losses, correct? So thank you for being so open and sharing that, because some of us truly do feel that inside, and you're very brave to share that. 6 of you in chat. Thank you for staying. Thank you for loving on Libra Light, because it is what you are after all. Okay. Okay, this is so funny because you can't make this up. You can't. The Lovers here, Gemini energy, this would be our air cousin. Okay. I feel like this is more of a sentiment, Libra, with you if you're not so much in love right now. I feel like you just always have this lover's energy. Like even if nobody is talking to you, like you're not romantically linked to anybody. And this is a love read. Thank you, Johnny. Thank you so much. It's dim in here, so I'm like sitting all sideways and cranked, but thank you so much. Thank you. The air cousin here of Gemini, and you guys might even know Geminis, like you have interactions or you've known one in the past. I feel like Libra, and I'm just going off of intuitive channeling here, somebody here even watching today is like, if the opportunity presents itself, I'm a natural lover and I love love. Okay, this could be a general sense today, even if you're not talking to anybody. For those of you that are actively talking to someone, I have a bit of a message for you, Gemini. Or why did I call you Gemini? Libra. I feel like if this person has been eyeballing you or even stalking you for a while, I think that the move is going to happen sooner than you think, because Lover's card here, there's even more love up next. So I want you guys to remember that the Lover's energy is with you. I believe, Libras, because you love so hard, you're very willing and open to accept this at all times. So it's almost like you believe in love at first sight still. You still believe in running into someone at the grocery store and the excitement of the eyes catching tunes, right? Or catching vibrations. There's something here about just loving love, period, and loving the feeling of falling in love. And Libra, some of you guys, you fall in love very hard. When you fall in love, you put your whole body into it. Get it? Whole body. 3 of Pentacles. I'm going to keep going here from bottom of the deck. For today, August 11, the stride is to work with others. I believe, Libra, you're yearning for this. If you work at a job where you see a lot of people and there's a lot of traffic, foot traffic, I think that you're more welcoming to saying hello in the morning. I feel like you're more talkative. This could be because of the Queen of Cups, so there could be heavy emotions, and it's almost like your throat chakra activates the hello. I get here that someone's very, very friendly. 3 of Pentacles, also willing to collaborate. I feel like, Libra, this is not on your end. I think that this energy comes in and wants to be with you, and they want to interact with you. And you could be here somebody who has such a high vibration that people feel it. Okay? And I know there's talkative Libras here. I do. Meaning me. I'm one of them. Okay, Queen of Swords. This is you, Libra, and thank you for showing up. My God, I was looking for you. Queen of Swords. She is here with, again, divine protection with that eagle strength. Yes. Thank you, Nicole. No worries. Take your time in Sweden. The videos will be here timelessly for you. Thank you, my love. I love that. And also enjoy your walk, by the way. Enjoy your walk. So the Queen of Swords, and I do want to continue saying this. Somebody here, I'm hearing the word touchy. Sometimes I just get one word from my guides. Some of you may have felt touchy the last few days, meaning not touchy-feely. You could be too. No, I'm just saying, like, with this card, I feel, Libra, like, if someone crosses you, this is how I want to put it. If someone crosses you the wrong way, and I do get this in a work environment or a home environment, I feel like almost like you're quick to snap, like you could. But there's been kind of a holding back energy, but you're like, if they do it one more time. That's kind of the energy I'm getting from the Queen of Swords right now. Very touchy. Sorry, I need some water. Give me a second, Leaves. Okay. Yes, it's like this touchy energy of, it's almost like you could snap at any moment. Some of you have been feeling this way. This card wouldn't appear if it wasn't a feeling or something that was even questioned. Libra, if you feel like this could be a teetering on your emotions, now is the time to use your throat chakra. It's actually within our Astro Yod charting that I was watching very closely yesterday. And it could also invite new collaboration. So this could also be in a positive sense. Don't be snapping in a negative way. This could just be, yeah. And also, like, thank you, Mari, because I kind of feel like there's a sense here, like, if they do, I will pounce. It's something like that. You haven't committed, Libra, to being the Queen of Swords, but it's almost like it presents itself so many times that it could make you snap. So just be careful of what that does to your behavior, because right now you're super sensitive. There's a sensitive air. There's also like a love air about you and wanting love. So look at this. I mean, this is not somebody you want to piss off, right? You don't want to piss off a Queen of Swords in under the water. So definite. And you're borrowing that Scorpio energy of being in your feelings, okay? I'm not saying here you're crying a lot. I'm just saying that you're in an emotional heightened area of your life, okay? So you don't have to be here someone who cries 24 hours a day, but the Queen of Swords is kind of a warning. Yes, yes. And I noticed, like, when I'm about to get here, I'm just sharing something personal because I feel like I'm a standard Libra. Down to my core. And I have Libra in 4 other areas of my chart as well. When you feel like this is about to come on, it's like an energy of like, I'm about to say something and it might permanently destroy the situation going on. So what I do is I hold back and I go, and I take a sigh, and usually it's with the kids, just to keep it real, keep it 100 with you guys. My nephews can really turn this on at me. They can really do it. And last night I was arguing with the Gemini nephew, the eldest one, and I said, will you please put on your pajamas for the 15th time? And it's right around his bedtime. And I said, Jensen, can you please put on your pajamas? Because you're going to kill your tita. And he's like, no. And so that's when I want to turn into this lady. So that's why I want to share with you guys, because I know you're not alone. I could tell you certain times a day I want to turn into this folk. And it is hard to control. Thank you for stating that. And for some of you, it's at your job. Like, it's a specific person. It's a person who pops in and is like, hey, Eduardo, like, how are you today? And then you're like, oh, if you come near, like, it's not going to be good for you. So that's sort of the energy I get, okay? And I wanted to bring up this example because some of you are like, I don't think I'm really the Queen of Swords. I'm not really mean. You have it in you. I mean, it's there. We have a society built around losing our temper, okay? So Queen of Swords for August 11. Watch it, Libra, okay? Because this is coming in as a warning. It's not that you've done it yet. All right, let's keep going. Let's get something more positive. 7 in chat, thank you for staying. I love you lots. Ari here saying hello. Hello. 6 of you in chat, thank you. 1 left. I was like, I wasn't Queen of Swordsing today. The 3 of Swords, ay, ay, ay. Sus mariosep, my grandma says. She's Filipino, so she says sus mariosep. Okay, real quick. I do want to mention this. The 3 of Swords could be an overall feeling, Libra, of giving up in love. The 3 of Swords is not always third party. It's not always like there's a cheater here. There's not always, another woman. Yes. And I hope you have a good morning, Nicole. Enjoy your run. Yes. And so, and just to keep momentum here, Libra, because you guys like it when I just keep it going. I like to say hi and bye. But the 3 of Swords generally, even if you're coupled here, you could be feeling like there's sort of, there's differences. I want to put it lightly like that, differences. Single Libras, I feel like this still hangs over your head. Good morning, Shannon Scott. Good morning, Miss Shannon. And I feel like the Three of Swords presents itself, Libra. It is a Libra, Gemini, Aquarius air card. It would be us in this case. I feel like this is sort of doing this. It's sort of a pendulum swing against you, Libra. For those of you that want love and are actively seeking love here, like you're on a dating app or you're trying to talk to someone new, I feel like the energy is opening up. This is sort of the cave that you're in before you see the sunlight. Sun card. I didn't even do that on purpose, but that's what I mean. It's preparing you. And as you see there, she's very vulnerable. In this Muse deck, she's fully naked, okay? There's a vulnerability. There's even tears in this card. I wish I could show you guys fully, but it's in black. It's in the background there with the eyes. Oh, it does show up. Huh. Okay, so Three of Swords, Queen of Swords. There's two swords cards here. Plus, I want to show you another sword. And thank you, Mari, for putting the emoji in support of the swordsing. You have the coming of age card. So this is kind of telling a story too here today. It's like there's a restock about love. There's a redefinition, even for coupled. If you're watching here and you're coupled, this might even be happening to you. The knighthood card is about coming of age, dealing with the battles, proving yourself over time. This is super Libra today, okay? Like you can't get more Libra than that. And Queen of Swords and the Three of Swords. I just want to show you how beautiful, because I don't think we've ever had this combo on the channel, ever. All air cards, totally you, and you might be in your feelings with Scorpio being on deck here, okay? I'm going to quickly switch decks. Give me a second, because we have about 15 minutes left, and I want to utilize that 15 really, really fast. 7 in chat. Let's keep going. Let's keep going. In your feelings, there's air feelings here too. There's crows around the Queen of Swords as well. That sometimes depicts secrets, Libra, or deception going on around you. As you could see, it is manipulating under her bob haircut there, all over the place. And the crows even have hands. I love the way that they did this card, because I feel like it captures other emotions of the Queen of Cups. Let's keep going. Top of the deck, Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising today. Queen of Swords. Let's get a card for the Queen of Swords. And the King of Swords, if you're a guy here. Thank you, Spirit. We got a flipper. The Hermit. Virgo. Some of you have Virgo in your chart. Some of you are going deep within and being quiet today. Okay? And when I feel the energy, I'm going to say the energy on this channel. I'm going to be completely honest. Some of you guys are going to be, I want to almost compare it to like the Nine of Cups feeling today. I know it's not Nine of Cups. I get it. It's the Virgo card, but you're hermiting, Libra. Let me just see here, because I kind of see something forming with the cards, like a picture. It's really scary. There's almost like this inner burst of truth, Libra, that you're going to find by week's end. I feel like Saturday, like I'm hearing Saturday, there's going to be a moment where you just sit and you're like, I'm going to go with the flow, and whatever abundance comes at me is going to be how I go forward. All right, so the Hermit is a huge signal in the Virgo energy today of being quiet, releasing. There's tension, possibly. And you could be wanting just this quiet corner that you go to and think. This could even be your car, some of you, on break. Or this could even be you walking after work tonight and you just put on your one tennis shoes lazily and you just go for a neighborhood walk, okay? That is hermiting. A lot of people go, you know, they ask, how do you hermit? Or how do you become a hermit? There has to be trauma, number one. Number two, there has to be a safe space that you entrust yourself in, Libra. The Hermit is about being smart, about being quiet and away from people, all right? That's why they say going deep within. That's why they say internal conversation, because sometimes this restock comes at a time in our lives where the restock has been delayed too long. That's all I gotta say about that. But I'm gonna keep going here. And excuse me, I have to vape because I'm getting a little nervous. Okay, let's keep going. I get that way when I talk a lot, and I'm sorry, Leaps, but bad habit, I know. Let's keep going. Let's do a rapid fire real quick. You guys like it when I do this, so let's do this. The Empress, the Knight of Swords, and the World. I take this as possible outcomes for the coming days, not weeks, days, Libra. This is going to be a daily of sorts. So I want you to look at this real quick, and I'm going to describe what I see here. As you are in your Scorpio feelings of being the Queen of Cups, okay? There's only two ways out of this. There's staying in it, or you can move up. I do think if you're Queen of Swordsing the last few days, this energy was birthed from that, okay? So it's kind of like the child of the Queen of Swords. With the two positive cards, let's do these two first. I believe that taking care of yourself and self-care is a big message here. I do think someone needs a spa night. I do also feel like for someone here, you need a relaxation day. It's like take all of Saturday for yourself. That could be a hermit day that you utilize, Libra, Saturday, to be within yourself. Sometimes Libras need company to feel good, and I get that too. I'm that type of Libra where I need the company. This defensive energy could be that you want a partner. It could be that you want love. It could be that you want to be nurtured and cared for. And some of you just need support. Like you just need a helping hand here and there, okay? And Libras are very good about time management. They're very good about schedule. This is something I want to mention. So let down some of those guards, Libra. I think you do need a spa night. And I'm saying generals here because I think a lot of you guys need examples. And that running away there, it's a bit scary. And I'll tell you why I feel this way about light seers. That running away is not an anchored person. This is not anchoring, as we talked about in the beginning. This is a person who's frightful, who is threatened and scared. The Knight of Swords is Libra, Gemini. So being that you have so much air here today, my God, what is it, 4 cards? So far, 4 cards of Libra, Aquarius, Gemini feelings. Some of you guys, the outcome is that you generally take care of yourself. Yes, and you know what I was going to say? I read the definition of loneliness yesterday, so I was like, they depict it differently from the Merriam-Webster. Thank you so much. Mari brings up really, really good definitions and quotes here. Thank you for sharing. And some of you, you naturally are the Empress. You don't need to do a lot. You don't need to do a lot to be this. Some people need like a whole day to Empress out. But I'm just saying you have a natural thing about you, Libra. And I'm hearing Queen of Pentacles, like a nurturer, someone who's caring. And then it kind of shows in your skin, kind of shows in who you are. It shows in how you give also. And it shows in your intelligence level, your intellect. You're very smart. Libras are sharp. I would pronounce your intelligence as sharp. So if you are keen to all these clues, Libra, and you've been getting the world and other readings, there is defensive energy here for a reason. Thank you, Nicole. Enjoy your run. Take some pictures for us, would you? And share them. Or maybe you can send them to me and I'll post your run. I'd love that if you guys send me like your hermit days. Hermiting is a beautiful thing, and I just want to quickly, some of you have Virgo. I know some of you do, personally. For some of you who have Virgo in your chart, you do this better than other Libras who don't. And it's because you use things like books and art, and you go into divine arts more. Divine arts doesn't just cover tarot. This is watching TED Talks. This is sometimes doing a reading on yourself. And this is sometimes doing tarot therapy on yourself. So there's very, very deep realms here where you could go. And there's lots of avenues. Like I say, Libra, there's so many areas now where you could travel and get that aid, that support. Okay? Anchor, 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 anchor. Let's keep going, shall we? I have about 5 more minutes left because I timed it today. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising. What's the story for the twin flame August 11 number? 1 flipped, 2 flipped. Uh-oh. Virgo and Venus. Your Virgo's in Venus? I have Virgo in Venus. That's weird. That's strange. Thank you, Mari. We'll talk. So the 6 of Cups and the 7 of Swords. And why did they come out together? Because when I got the card, I picked it up like this, and then I kind of moved and I felt the 6 of Cups. Oh, gosh. Okay. 6 of Cups in general, tarot, as you all know, this means generally someone in your energy misses you, or there's a recalling of events, right? Right, my Libras who are here? And we're going at a slower pace now because it's about to end. I do think that you guys know who this is. You've attached a name. You've attached a feeling. You've also attached a circumstance, right? To who the Six of Cups is. Twins, yes. It's so funny because a lot of Libras have Virgo in their Venus, and I think it's just because of the days and also the way the moon was positioned too. There's a lot of factors to why a lot of Virgo Venuses. Seven of Swords. For those 7 of you in chat, I think the 7 of you have someone that, this is a stalking card. Yes, it is. It's also about deception and lying. You could feel this energy at times, Libra, that like someone may have lied to you multiple times, or it's like they take advantage very easily. This could be about your kindness. This could be about your giving nature. I almost feel today, and please go with me on this and just experiment, okay? You don't have to be certain. I kind of feel like this is the same person. Being that it was drawn out, the way it was drawn out says a lot. Also that it was kind of hiding behind the 7 of Swords today. I feel like this is the same person. If you guys want to hear signs, Shannon, I like the clown. 7 of Swords is air. Cups, Cancers, Pisces, Scorpio, right? We have emotions here, and we also have Libra, Gemini, our people, us. So I don't know who this is to you, Libra, and I just kind of want to look at the imagery on the card here real quick, because I kind of feel like this is the same guy or girl that goes after your energy. And it's very, I've never had to pull them apart like that. It's a very unique way it came out today. So, I do feel like at one time there's a loving energy for you, but I think lately it's turned into the 7 of Swords. That's the message I'm getting from Spirit. Lately it's become this, or I'm hearing it's had to become this. So for some of you, it could be a frenemy, like I hear frenemy too. Someone who displays that they're close to you and they're not really that close to you, okay? Think about it. Think about that today. And also think about the way they came out, because that says a lot, like the way it was drawn. 7 of Swords, 6 of Cups in review. You also have the Empress on board. You had the 3 of Swords, and you had the Queen of Swords. Just one more time. One more again. All right. Let's keep going. August 11th. And mind you, we might get a different energy tomorrow. So this is just the energy that's coming out today. This deception, hold on, I'm getting channeled something. This deception could be currently at work. That's what I heard. So crystals, protective necklaces, lava stone, okay? You have to really pay attention to when you see these cards too. Heavy stalker vibes, yes. And I also feel like I'm looking at the knife that he's holding. 7 of Cups. Right, and 2, I was going to say, because they're brother and sistering, there's 6 and 7 here, they could simultaneously be happening at the same time too. I want to mention the knife. Do you guys see how he's kind of wielding it? But the sun, or I'm sorry, the moon is shining the light onto the sweatshirt. So eventually it'll come to light. Whatever's happening in the dark eventually comes to light. That's what I wanted to say. Okay. And maybe you know who this is, Libra. Like I kind of feel like you have a name. Doesn't see it. Yeah, yes, ma'am. And you know too, it's not a Cancer card. Good morning, Jennifer. You made it to a live. Good morning, Jennifer, Shannon, Mari. 10 of you in chat. Let's go. We're going to do a rapid fire. I did say I'd go 10 more minutes. So I want to say about 7 of Swords, if you're waiting here for an answer about who this is. Good morning. Good morning. I wanted to say all things come to light eventually. I almost feel like this person is really close to you, Libra. Like it's just the way it's happening in the night. The crow also reveals the secret. You see how he's cawing right here with his beak open. It's very, very, it's very vulturous. Yeah. If you guys can see, the beak is kind of opening to speak and say other things. So do I feel like it's a coworker? Possible. But I almost feel like they're closer. This is like a closer person to Libra. And if it's not like a coworker, maybe a family member who's had a rough patch with you in the past. Like I almost feel like maybe they had competed with you in the past, or there's competition energy. But that's weird how it came out with the 6 of Cups, you guys. And I feel like it's generally like you're missed, Libra, but I feel like they act against you in the night. There's something here about that. It's a catch-22. It's like they miss you, but they work against you. Think about it. Okay, Ace of Cups. Whoop, that flipped. A lot of you think in your heart space, and because this video is titled Anchoring this morning, for those of you divine femmes and males in the chat, if you're looking for love, I do feel intuitively that there's something around the corner, because what you're going through right now is the cave of wonders, is what I want to call it. There's people who want to work with you that see your appeal. There's also the Queen of Swords here, in case you snap, Libra. Just kidding. There's divine protection. I love the eagle wing around her. This is a very, very beautiful card, as we've all talked about before. There's something here about the microcosm of that too, Libra, with all those being helpful hints. And you have this effortless Empress that I call her. You guys don't have to put a lot of effort in being the Empress, or Emperor if you're a guy here today. I feel like it's an even keel with you, Libra, right now. You've been really, really in your emotions. You've been in your head some days, maybe over analytical, but maybe it's for good reason. It's leading you to this better place, okay? Maybe healthier thinking space too, for a lot of you that have gone and done the grounding and have done your soul's work, okay? What that means is journaling, talking about it, sometimes even calling a friend is a form of grounding. That human connection, okay? Calling up a friend. Also, just real quick, I learned something about this Three of Pentacles card recently, and I just want to mention it for who needs the message. Here in the Muse, it's depicted as multicolored. There's different races here, there's different hair colors, there's different eye colors, and they're all coming to a common cause, right? About going to the end. This reminds me of the rose-colored glasses reading we did last week. Yes, ma'am. Love the double swords in there. Thank you. And it's August 11th today. A lot of you guys could be thinking of a twin flame or a soulmate. This energy right now is very peak for wanting collaboration. I said it, I think, in yesterday's video. It's a good time for you, Libra, to even stretch it out. Like, just experiment, experiment, experiment. It's about you feeling good. It's about you getting yourself ready for new excitement. The summer's about to wrap up. And so this is a very good time astrologically for you to gain a partnership, even if it's one person, or you would like to collaborate with a new kind. I'm going to say it one more time. New kind of person. Maybe, Libra, you stick with the same goose bunch every time, or you stick with the same beehive, right? It's time to branch out. It's time to experiment. It's time to be that central sun card that we saw in the beginning and try different resources, okay? I want to show, for those of you that joined late, we had a really beautiful beetle. There was a beetle, and some of you could even be seeing June bugs or beetles. We had this beautiful central sun card. It looks like this. It was about being a resource in life. Also, it mentioned source in the prompt. Beautiful, beautiful energy, if you guys can rewind later. It's about having this anchoring, which is so funny because that was the channeled message. Beautiful energy. This would be the equivalent to having the sun in the deck today. Okay, so a lot of you could feel happy, comedic. Laughter is being invited as well. You're probably not laughing about this dude today, or this girl, because sometimes it's a female energy. Be aware of this. Like, bring your crystals in your car, wear your rosary, wear a pendant, okay? I highly stress that because you need protection anyway on you. For the last card, we are going to use the pendulum that I promised, okay? So these last 9 minutes, I'm going to spread all, I believe what's left here is 71 cards because we had a tarot story. So I'm going to go over light spheres with this pendulum, okay? And we're going to see where it stops. I can't pan down because I'm on a charger, but I'm going to do this for your main energy today, Libra. And I'm just kind of going to see where the energy flows. Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, all those watching. Libras all over the United States and international. We have a couple international watchers. All right. It's in the center, leaves. It's a bit in the center, and it loves the center, so I'm going to keep spreading them out here. Give me a second. Libra. Libra. Holy crap. Okay. It's pointing at a particular card. I'm going to get it. I'm going to stop because I already got it. Holy shit. Gemini energy again. Okay, so this clarifies a lot, and I'll tell you kind of why I'm very, very shocked and happy that this is the card. I have mixed feelings, and Libra, you might too, my God. 7 of you in chat. This is our air cousin. Again, this is the second time today we got this card. It was a clarifier in the beginning. I think a lot of you want to look at somebody this way. I simply get the romance is being invited back in. You might have to open your heart chakra this coming few days, Libra, to be open to this. Some of you are trying new dating techniques. Some of you want to pursue a particular person. Maybe there's a crush here for some of you. The crush energy was with you guys maybe 3 weeks ago. Now, advising here, I think that you're the one developing a crush, okay? I think now the energy's with you. Lovers is good to have because it means that romance is in the air. It means Valentine's is coming again, even if it's not February. For those of you that love this card, and it's very dramatic. I mean, here they're like almost about to do it, right? I think here that a Libra watching believes in the good fight, extending the good fight for love always. It's one of the primary things, Libra, that fuels your life. I think some of you, if you're not going to meet a soulmate, and I'm saying this maybe for 6 of you here today, I feel like this person is just going to stick around. It's going to be a friend, maybe that you have romantic feelings for, Libra, like you keep it that way for a long time. If you don't commit to something strong here for the person watching, I do think that they're going to stay in your life, and I do believe you'll draw support. There will be a supportive thing here, a friendship, a loving friendship, even if love is not what you want to do right now, Libra, okay? But I do think that you're going to be receiving somebody this year. Maybe in Libra season, you had lovers twice. I want to kind of look for the other lovers card because I feel like that spoke volumes. Yeah, and the lotus here too. So this is the lovers in the muse, and this is the lovers in light seers. And you had it twice today. Some of you might even want to think about why this is here. Maybe you know why too. I also feel here that some of you are about to fall in love. This could be a signal of that since it's double. It's beautiful because it's Gemini and they're air too. So what it tells me is this person's going to be very similar to you, and they're going to love the same things that you do, and they're going to have likes in music, listen to the same stuff, maybe even the same movies here that you guys will like. So there's that energy here of like-mindedness, of twinship. The Geminis have twins, right? And they're, it's represented by being a twinship. Thank you, Shannon. And I do think this lotus, somebody today, look up the meaning, the true meaning of the lotus, okay? You're going to be very surprised with what that does for the self and for coupled. It's a beautiful little prompt that I found a couple days ago about the lotus flower. Some of you guys already know. I think today I'm going to end it there, Libra. Tomorrow I'll do more in the car stuff. Tomorrow's a very, very busy, productive day for me. So I just wanted to send you off with the messages today. Quick recap. You're anchoring. The sun is a stability form for you. You could be the sun in somebody's life, as the central sun card came out. And also, Libra, deeply think about where you want to be in the next few years. Lotus flower incense. Is that a thing? Really? I didn't even know you could get it as in, I mean, obviously a flavor, but thank you, Jennifer, for sharing that. Lotus flower incense. I might have to go look for that today. Yes, and also too, quick thing I want to say for those of you that really love details here, like you're detail-oriented Libra, if you notice, these two are very enamored with each other. There's almost like I'm never going to leave looking at your eyeball there. Even if this person doesn't stay for a long period of time, Libra, I do think that you need to put down some of those walls. Give them a fair shot. Give them a chance with you. If they're behaving correctly, you got to do your steps. But if they're showing you that they're genuinely interested in your heart and what you're about and what you do, give them a shot, okay? Let that loose a little bit, like your little fear of not being loved completely, okay? And give them a shot. That's all I have to say, because I feel like there's another energy here saying to say that. I hope you have a beautiful day. Bottom of the deck was the King of Cups, just if you guys were curious. Could be a King of Cups around you. Libra, this could also be you. This is a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, so some of you may be dealing with one. They are in your energy. They've been in your energy. I do hear something. The other day I heard manners very clearly. If you guys watched that one, it was like Monday's reading. I feel like if this person comes to you, they gotta show the correct side of themselves. They gotta have manners here, and they gotta talk to you. the right way, because you're not going to put up with any, there's no more mediocrity with Libra. We're not dealing with it. It's out the window. You got to come with your best self and your highest self. Message. I hope you have a good one, Libra. This will post in about 7 minutes. I'll see you later on down the line. Thank you, everybody who came in. Shannon, Jennifer, Mari. I don't think Nick came today. Who else? Johnny the Carnet was here. And thank you guys so much. I hope you have a beautiful day. More messages in the next coming days and a prediction video on Friday. Meet me here, and I'll see you another time. Thank you, guys.